they don't like me, that's on them. And yeah, I'm not gonna bend over backwards to please people who may never even be pleased, to be honest. In life, when life hands you lemons and they're full of shit. Okay, we're finally gonna do it. There's a car going by. Today, I'm going to be reacting to your assumptions. A while back, I asked for these when I first hit 1,000. I'm really close to 1.2K, which is so insane on my YouTube channel, and it's so cool. I'm even close to 1,000 on my Twitter, which is insane. And I've gotten such lovely feedback. Like, I get DMs saying that it's really nice to see a person of color be on booktube, and someone, or people who just comment, hey, I really love your videos and I love your energy, and it warms my heart. I've always wanted to do YouTube, and I feel like I found my niche, reading and books. My little book nerd self is so happy to have found this place. I feel so welcomed, and it's really cool, and I can't thank you guys enough. I don't know, I hope you give this video a thumbs up and like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. I don't know, join the family. I really want this just to be a cool, positive place of just funness. Yes. So let's get into it. So first from Allie K, and I think her channel is a hamster reader. She's so awesome and nice. So her assumption is that sometimes you actually enjoy some erotica. What do you guys think? Do I enjoy some erotica? The answer is no. I have no opinion towards it because I actually haven't read it yet. I feel like I'm such a prude that like, I know people will recommend stuff to me and I'll like Google it and I'll start reading it and I'll just exit out. Like, yeah, I'm totally 22, guys. Another assumption from Mila's, she's so sweet and so kind. Okay, so her assumptions is that you have a cat back at home and you can overbook yourself to do too many things. I do have a cat back home, my beautiful black cat. I tweeted out a picture of her recently. She's adorable. And I 100% will overbook myself. My whole entire high school experience was how much work can I pile on top of myself so that way I do not have to focus on my personal life or personal development or growing as a person. I was like, let's do cheer, let's do track, let's be student council president, let's do ROTC and the drill team and be the drill team leader and do color guard and do SOPs and do everything under the sun because I didn't want to deal with personal issues, you know? Like, more people do that than they say. Like, I know a lot of people, when I talk to them and I ask them, how are you? The first thing they say is, oh, I'm busy. And it's, are you busy with the things you actually enjoy? Or are you busying yourself with little things that aren't a priority because they don't make you happy? And I think I'm so happy right now because I'm prioritizing what I love. Moving on to the next assumptions. Oh, from Ghost Reader. Hi, Justin. He was yelling at me on Twitter the other day because I have yet to upload this video. So you're welcome, I'm doing it. First, you are shorter than 5'5". I am 5'2". Your assumption is correct. His second one was, you regularly eat cookies for dinner. At the time, I had tweeted that I had been eating cookies for dinner and breakfast. Honestly, I haven't done that since then, and I don't do it often, so that is wrong. I rarely have cookies, mostly because they're coated in sugar, and I don't know how much insulin to take for cookies yet, to be honest. His third assumption is you want to be on Broadway one day. I don't know if I would love to be on Broadway, but I think your assumption would be correct because if given the opportunity, I would die for it. But right now, that's not my exact goal. Like, I don't think that is achievable for just because I don't really sing well. But you know, I'm gonna say that's right. I'm gonna say it's right. And his last assumption was, you believe you can outwit me, but deep down you know it's not possible. That is so wrong. I can outwit you 100% any day. Watch out. Trust. Okay. And then we have Detective Iachu, I'm probably saying that so wrong. She is the sweetest, literally. So her only assumption off the top of her head is that you're the mom friend. Okay, what's weird is I am totally the mom friend, but it depends on which friends I'm with. So if I'm with people who act and behave childishly or unsafe, I am such a mom friend. I will be like, you have to get home safely, please don't drink so much. I'll tell people to stop drinking. I literally, the one time I went to a club, spent the whole time in the bathroom helping a stranger because I was so worried about her. I called her an Uber because her friends were not paying attention and she had clearly been drinking too much. I like how this ends up being a story about drinking when I don't even drink that much, to be honest. So I'm the mom friend for that. But then like with my best friend Jaylene, she is a very responsible person, and when I'm around really responsible people, I end up acting very childish. Yeah. You can call me the mom friend. That is a good assumption. Thanks, girl. The next assumption is from, when I screenshotted it, it didn't say their name. It says pretending to write and loving G ... I don't know who it is, but it says, you seem energetic. I assume you wake up smiling. And that is wrong. I totally wake up with the biggest grimace of my life, so mad and like, like I am a morning person. Give me like 30 minutes, a cup of coffee, and just quiet time, and I will be ecstatic after I wake up. But like in the moment when my alarm rings, I'm that person who will hit snooze for an hour. I don't wake up smiling. It's a process. Okay, and then Sarah is queer AF is what her thing says. Yes, you are, Sarah. Be proud. Sarah's assumption is you like to look after everyone because you're kind. But that means sometimes you stretch yourself too thin trying to help other people and forget to look after yourself enough as well. You're ambitious, but that means sometimes you take on more than you can handle. So for that first half, I will say a good 20 years of my life, I did focus my energy on being kind to everyone around me. And I think maybe just in the last year, I have focused more on myself and developing myself as a person, and I have lost the value in being so outwardly kind to people, if that makes sense. Like, yes, I will be respectful, but at the same time, I won't go out of my way to try and make people like me anymore. Or at least I'm trying to learn that, because I don't think it's beneficial for me, and I think it wastes precious mind space. My brain is already too little. I can't be focusing on or worrying or wasting energy on people that are not putting any energy back to me, if that makes sense. I want it to be a give and take. Of course, I'll be respectful to anybody, even if some people don't deserve respect, but I personally believe every human deserves respect, every animal deserves respect. So I will do that, the bare minimum. I hope they're okay. But I want to say this last year that no, I have not been focused on being super kind to people and neglecting myself. I'd actually say the opposite. I think this last year on booktube especially, you see I spend most of my weekends to myself, and I think I'm trying to learn to like myself more and be alone more and just being more reflective about myself, because as much as it's nice to have other people around, if you don't like you and you're not comfortable with who you are, like, what life are you living? You're just avoiding yourself or drowning yourself in other things. It's hard to explain per se, but I like to say that I have deterred from forcing myself to be kind to people. If they don't like me, that's on them. And yeah, I'm not gonna bend over backwards to please people who may never even be pleased, to be honest. And then the second part of Sarah's thing was you're ambitious, but that means sometimes you take on more than you can handle. 100%. I am ambitious, and all the projects I have put upon myself are all projects that I enjoy, at least, and that I hope that as I grow up, all the projects that I pour my energy into is something that warms me and fulfills me. The next assumption is from Books Undercover's Love His channel. So his assumption is based on when he first saw my videos, and he said that you're a marketing student, which is very interesting because I guess I could see myself being a marketing student, but yeah, definitely not. I'm a theater major. Okay, so Tate's, the queer sidekick, Tate's assumption is you love to cook, summer is your favorite season, you want to play. The last assumption is that I would like to play a character from a musical I haven't watched or read. Oops. It's a character from Les Miserables. Probably didn't say that right, but you know what I mean. You love to cook. I would say, depending on my mood, yes or no. Sometimes I 100% never want to cook, and I'm like, why isn't there just a burger that magically like flies into my mouth? But sometimes I do like it, and sometimes I make some cool things that I like that probably no one else will like, because I have weird taste in food. Summer's my favorite season. Yes, it is. All the other seasons can go hide away. Your girl's from Hawaii, so I don't play with winter. I like snow from a distance, respectfully. And then lastly, yeah, I don't want to play that character, or I totally would love to play that character. I don't know who they are though. Oops. Am I a theater major? I'm a flop. Okay, so the next is from Katharina the Book Nerd. Her assumptions were that you love your job, you love contemporary novels, and you have one of the best hairstyles. Oh, that's so cute. Thank you. So I love my job. That's hit or miss because sometimes I work odd jobs to get money. Like as an actor, I don't get paid a lot, so I will spend a lot of time doing extra roles, which could be for like an extra behind a commercial or extra in a short film or something, which pays not great, and sometimes it could be quite not pleasant. I tweeted about this guy who was hitting on me hardcore when I was an extra, and it was very uncomfortable. That also happened when I was an extra on Insecure. So sometimes I don't like my job. I worked at the YMCA last summer, and it was the most stressful summer of my life. I worked at Victoria's Secret and Cheesecake Factory. I really didn't enjoy those jobs either. But some jobs I do enjoy. Some acting jobs I have enjoyed and loved fully. But yeah, that one can be hit or miss. I feel like being an actor, your job constantly changes, so it's very hard and you just have to be on your toes. I love contemporary novels. Yes, I do. You're right. I love contemporary that has a greater meaning to life and just brings more to the table. I'm tired of contemporaries that are just basic, where the girl falls for the popular boy. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. And I've also learned that if there's a female character, especially in contemporaries, because fantasies, at least there's magic and there's more of a plot going on. So for contemporary, I'm starting to learn that I seriously need female characters that have a passion or drive, or else I will be infuriated, because I'm really tired of cardboard cutout girls who are just like, I'm me. It's like, girl, no. Like, it's okay to be confused and not know where you want to go, but at the same time, you can't just be totally blank, you know? You have to like something. Like, even if you don't know what you want to do with your life, know that you don't want to do something, or, you know? I'm ranting. We're moving on. And thank you for complimenting my hairstyles. You're so sweet. Caitlin, who is probably reading, that's her Twitter handle. You want to write a book someday? I do. I actually have a lot of book ideas. I talked about how I want to write a play. I want to write a screenplay. I'm actually working on a poetry collection right now. I also have a fantasy series that I have been fantasizing about since I was little, and one day it's gonna be a trilogy that you all are going to intake. I don't know if I'm ever going to actually get them published through a traditional publishing house, or if I'm just gonna self-publish. But those things are things that I want to happen eventually. Yes, I am going to write many books one day. Okay, and then Alana. Alana's channel is Awkward Book Nerd. I almost forgot her channel name. But yeah, she said summer is your favorite season and you love waffles. You are correct. I actually prefer waffles to pancakes. I said it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And then Joey, your assumption was you prefer newer Broadway musicals to classics. Honestly, I haven't watched too many classics or modern musicals. So here's the thing. I am a theater major and I have watched some musicals, but personally, I grew up in a family that didn't do like musicals or theater. We didn't go out to see theater. I have been listening to Six, which is a more contemporary musical. Thank you to Snow White reader Hannah. One of her videos, she talked about Six. the musical, which is all about Henry the... Let me look that up too, actually, because apparently I know nothing. So Snow White the Reader, that's her booktube channel. Hannah one time mentioned Six the Musical, and I listen to that on a repeat now. That and The Greatest Showman are just like my jam. So yeah, that's a contemporary musical that I like, even though you didn't ask. But like, I'm giving you more information than you need because I'm extra like that. Another assumption from Melon, their assumption is you are secretly a little sad, but you're strong and take control of things before they go out of hand. Also an extremely deep assumption. I love this. So I will have to agree and disagree with this assumption. I think it's based totally on my mood. I will say that I have suffered from a lot of just depression in life when life hands you lemons and they're full of shit. Like, it can be hard. I do like to think that when I'm struck down into like that sadness, that deep darkening, like I don't want to get out of bed, blah, 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 that stuff, I do feel that I have created a strong barrier to kind of get me back up. For the most part, yeah. But I would like to also say that I'm not always sad, just in case anybody like gets worried. Like, don't worry about Jess. And also, when I get sad, and it has no real prime or reason, like sometimes you just get sad and it's just how it is. That's how my brain is wired sometimes. Managing those moments and figuring out, okay, how do I tackle this? You know? That's deep and dark, man. Ugh. Oh, speaking of the Snow White reader, she commented some assumptions. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so she assumes that I starred in my high school theater production. I did not. My high school didn't have a theater department or production of any kind. Okay. And her other assumptions is, I don't know why, but I assume your favorite superhero was Wonder Woman. Interesting. Wonder Woman would be, I think that's actually my mom's favorite superhero if she could pick one. My favorite superhero is Batman. I'm kind of basic. I love him. I don't know why. I think he's just a fascinating dark character, and he has so many character flaws. Like, him and Iron Man to me are like the same kind of flawed human character that aren't like, they aren't superheroes, like they aren't aliens, or they're just human, but they're super in that they take their resources and, you know, privilege money and do something about it, you know, but they're also very scared, fearful, they can be hurt easily, they're very guarded. I love those really complex characters. So no, Wonder Woman's not my favorite, I'm sorry. Okay, so the lighting might have changed because my battery died, because I'm totally rambling way too much, but I hope you guys are enjoying these assumptions. So the next assumption is from Kesha in Bookland. I love you, girl. I always see you commenting. Thank you. She says, you are shy at first, but when you get to know someone, you're very chatty. 100% true. I won't know you and I'll be a little shy, but like, I feel like people's shy is different than my shy, just because I talk a lot no matter what. I feel like I'm a talkative person, but I'll start off like a normal chatty person, and then next thing you know, when I know you, it's like, Jess, shut up, stop sharing your random opinions and random thoughts. So that's 100% true. You see right through me. And then Isabella from Throne of Pages says, you're literally an angel sent from heaven, which, I mean, might be a correct assumption. Who knows? See, Cassidy Marie, thank you for all your comments, guys. She says, you've been natural your whole life, never had relaxer or anything like that. That is actually wrong. I used to relax my hair like 3 times a year. I would put the chemical relaxer. So relaxer is a chemical that will like straighten out your hair. It's really bad for your hair. It's very damaging. I would buy like the home kits, and my mom would do it, and I would put it in for like 10 minutes, and it would like burn my scalp, and it would just kind of like flatten out my curls. I did that till my first year at college. So I did that till I was 18. I started doing it when I was probably like when did I start doing that? I started doing that in middle school. I did it probably for 6 years, and I did it like 3 times a year. It helped because my hair was so thick, I didn't know how to handle it, and at that time YouTube wasn't as kind of curly girl friendly as it's become. I transitioned after my first year of college to natural hair, and the only way, like the only like stuff you can really see is that if you could tell the difference in height, like this goes to like here and my other hair goes like down to here. So all the hair like around my face is really short because it was damaged, and they take super long to grow. But that's, I think, normal for your hair around your face to kind of be slow at growing. But yeah, I definitely had a lot of damage. It's gotten a lot healthier. I try and do hair masks every week. Comment down below if you want to see a hair routine, if you're interested in that. I mean, it's by no means is my hair routine perfect. I still have days where it's like I will put in 3 hours of doing my hair routine, and the next day it's still like, because of the humidity, a frizzy mess. So it can be hit or miss, but no, I have relaxed my hair. The next assumption is from RK Gold, and he assumes that we're friends. And I'm happy to agree that we are friends, you weirdo. The next person, Sarah from Books for Sarah, says, you're usually the leader of the group and took on leadership roles in high school, team captain and stuff like that. You're totally right. I am always like the leader of the group when it comes to like school assignments or anything like that, because I don't know, I'm just a strong personality. So I just like Susanna has a ton of assumptions. She says you boil apple skins and make and use it to make tea and face masks. I do not. I'm very sorry. It sounds like something I should be doing. Despite being part Cuban, you have an obsession with Russian dolls and Eastern European culture. I do not have an obsession with Russian dolls. Sorry to disappoint. You have always combed your hair in the shower because it's easier when it's wet, but you freak out when you lose hairs. True, yeah. As a curly haired girl, I always recommend you comb your hair when it's wet and conditioner is in it or some kind of detangler's in it, because if you just brush it while it's dry, you are literally ripping your hair. So I do comb my hair only in the shower, and I only use my fingers now, so that way it's super gentle. I actually don't freak out when I lose a lot of hair, because for the longest time I would lose like the biggest ball of hair, but like my hair would still be full, so I was never really worried about it. What's concerning me is as I've gotten older, the amount of hair that I lose is less. So I don't know if my hair is thinning but that's only been within the last year, so I don't know, maybe if my hair is healthy enough, like now I won't lose as much hair. So and that was it. That was all the assumptions I had. Wow, I got a bunch of really fun assumptions. Thank you guys for commenting and always just being such a light in my day. Thank you. It means the world to me. I hope you all the best. I hope you all subscribe and that you enjoyed this video, even though I ramble on way too much. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.